Batman has the Arkham Games franchise, why does Superman not have any major game? Well, there are some Superman games, but they didn't really do well. Superman 64, which was released in 1999, flopped so hard that for years, publishers were afraid of investing in a Superman game. And then there was Superman Returns, which was released in 2006, and which also didn't really do well. The hurdles that have been stopping the development of a good Superman game over the years are: 1. The invisibility problem. Superman is mostly overpowered, so to make a Superman game that has stakes and is challenging, while at the same time still giving him that OP feeling, is challenging in itself. The Superman Returns game had a creative solution where they gave the city a health bar instead of Superman, which was clever but still wasn't a complete solution. Then there's the scale and mobility problem. We all know Superman can fly at faster than light and max speed. And even though he flies at max speed, most consoles for years didn't have the power to render a high detailed metropolis that fast. Also, in Arkham games, stuff like invisible walls and waters keep you in the city. If something like that is done in a Superman game, it will just kill the immersion. These are just few of the many more problems that have plagued the development of a AAA Superman game. For years, we thought Rocksteady, the makers of the Batman Arkham series, were working on a Superman game, but no, they were not. They instead made Suicide Squad killed Justice League. Or you can say Suicide Squad kill Rocksteady. You see, with the success of the Insomniac Spider-Man games and how powerful consoles have gotten, and Unreal Engine 5, like someone even made a demo Superman game with Unreal Engine 5, and this just shows that the technical barriers are finally disappearing. Also, with James Gunn rebooting the live action Superman and the new DCU, we might just be getting a AAA Superman game in like maybe 2028. Now, these are the concepts and details I think a modern Superman game should have to make it really peak. 1. Power versus challenge. I think the whole city having a health bar should return again, but Superman should still have his own health bar. He is a protector, so giving players the task of making sure Metropolis does not get destroyed is a good concept in my opinion. As for how his openings should be handled, well, honestly, I feel like the game should start with Superman learning and not being at his prime yet, and then as you level up in the game, you become more overpowered. Also, even on-boss fights should still pose a threat to him. Like maybe the developers can make it that Lex Luthor has distributed kryptonite around the world to bad guys, maybe in small amounts, so that some random enemies can still inflict damage on him. And then we have the main villains like Lex, General Zod, Darkseid, Brainiac, Doomsday, and all the world destroying level villains, so there can be some insane action and fight scenes to make one of the best action games of all time. Like, just imagine playing a Superman game and fighting General Zod with large scale destruction attacks and flying over Metropolis, trying to reduce the damage and protect civilians while trying to defeat him at the same time. Most games boss fights are always mostly one location, but in a Superman game it will make more sense and be more fun if it were dynamic, just like in the movies and comics. The open world mechanics. The world should be as vast and as detailed as possible, so that before a player can hit an invisible wall, the player will really have to travel, and new places out of Metropolis can be unlocked as you progress. Superman should also be able to fly to space and to the moon and maybe even the sun. Like, there should be a FTL mode which will be limited, so players will have to use it wisely, and they'll be able to go to places very fast with the FTL mode. And maybe they can add the flying to space sometimes to locate places on or people on Earth. Normal Superman stuff. I think we all know and have an idea how a Superman game should be like, and I honestly don't know how the developers will map his different abilities to the controls while keeping it intuitive. But games whereby you play characters with a lot of different abilities already exist, so I hope they find a way. Also, I think just like the Spider-Man games, they should add like maybe 2 or 3 extra characters you can play as for a specific mission or so. And obviously there should be different suits and customization and skill sets as you progress, and you should be able to play Clark Kent without Superman persona. All in all, overall, a peak Superman game will be the one that has an insane amount of attention to detail, stays true to its source material, and has soul. And for it to have soul, it has to be made by people who are fans of Superman and people who have passion to make the game, not just a cash grab. Execution is key, and if a Superman game is well executed, I kid you not, it will destroy the internet. Like, the level of success will be insane, and it will be one of the greatest games of all time.